ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's Pavan Shaheedi Purb today, and we are all gathering. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Just before we start, we will recite some Mool Mantra and some Vaheguru Simran in remembrance of Dhan Satguru Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, who is Pavan Shaheed today. ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਇੱਕ ਓੰਕਾਰ ਸਤਿਨਾਮ ਕਰਤਾ ਪੁਰਖ ਨਿਰਭਉ ਨਿਰਵੈਰ ਅਕਾਲ ਮੂਰਤ ਅਜੂਨੀ ਸੈਭੰ ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਜਪ ਆਦਿ ਸੱਚ ਜੁਗਾਦ ਸੱਚ ਹੈ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ ਨਾਨਕ ਹੋਸੀ ਭੀ ਸੱਚ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ 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 ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj। ਦੋਹੇ ਥਾ ਬਾਹਿਨੀ ਕਾ ਬੋਹੇ ਥਾ the boat of Gurbani। ਧੰਨ ਧੰਨ ਸਤਿਗੁਰੂ Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, the grandson of Sri Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj, the son of Dhan Satguru Sri Guru Arjan Dev Sri Guru Ram Das Sahib Ji Maharaj and Mata Bani Ji, the Shaheedan de Sartaj, the king of martyrs. Today was their Pavan Jyoti Jyot or Shaheedi Divas, and Guru Sahib Ji has blessed us with some moments to kind of spend some time just thinking about the greatness of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Guru Ji there's two types of faith, or what we call trust. One type of trust is called satya, and the other type of trust is what we call asat. Trust in Punjabi is called prateet. And as Gursikhs today, no matter how much Bani, Simran and how much time we spend in the company of Guru Sahib Ji within our own homes during this whole lockdown period, we have to develop a sense of prateet or faith for our Guru. In fact, these kind of times have kind of pushed us towards thinking about Guru Sahib Ji more, probably because we are missing their darshan more, or we miss their vision more. So in a way, we've had like a positive effect of sitting in our homes and thinking about Guru Sahib Ji. Satguru Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj talk about the fall of doing darshan of Maharaj Ji. The feeling that it gives, darshan dekh jivan gur tera, puran karm hoye prabh mera. The greatest action, or the greatest possible action that we can do in our lives is getting the darshan of Guru Sahib Ji. The greatest possible action that we can do with our eyes is getting darshan of Guru Sahib Ji, reading Bani with the eyes. The greatest possible action with our ears that we can do is to listen to Gurbani or Katha or Kirtan. The greatest possible action we can do with our hands is to do seva. The greatest possible action that we can do with our feet is to walk towards Sangat or walk towards Guru Sahib Ji. Perhaps the greatest form of seva, which this today teaches us about, is to sacrifice every single aspect of those things. So sacrificing the body completely for truth, completely for Akal Purkh Vaheguru. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Shaheedi of Guru Sahib Ji and look at the reasons behind it. After that we will look at exactly what type of torture Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji endured, and we will also, where possible, add some sakhiyan from the time of Guru Sahib Ji to put everything into some sort of context as to why Guru Sahib Ji gave the Shaheedi. Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, as a person, as a personality, as a guru, they were completely devoted to seva before they got the guruship. They would spend copious amounts of time doing seva of Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Ram Das Sahib Ji Maharaj. Obviously they were a toddler at the time of Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj, but they showed great chow, great love to be walking in the footsteps of their grandfather. Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj, whenever they got a chance, they had a lot of prem with their father, Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj. And wherever they got a chance, they would do Char Sahib over Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj. They would be found putting the charan of Guru Ram Das Ji Maharaj. In addition, they also took their time out to do a lot of seva of the Sangat as well. They would be seen preparing water for the Ishnan of the Gursikhs who came to visit Guru Sahib Ji. They gathered a lot of love from a lot of the Sangat at that time, a lot of the Brahm Gyani Gurmukh Pyare that were there as well. So Guru Arjan Sahib Ji Maharaj developed a very personable kind of reaction from everyone around them. Whenever they would do seva, they did it with their heart. And we know that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj had the blessings of Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj and the Sangta because of this. Because It was Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj who blessed them with a boon at a very young age. Doheta, grandson, Bani ka Boheta, the boat of Gurbani themselves. As a toddler, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj came scurrying over towards Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, and Maharaj picked him up. They were quite strong, able-bodied, and they were just as when we pick up a kid and we know they're healthy. The Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, their vajan, their weight was quite strong, and Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj picked them up and smiled at them as Bibi Pani Ji came rushing to make sure everything was okay in terms of Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj. Maharaj gave ishara, said, "Don't worry, leave him." Picked him up, and as he picked him up, Maharaj smiled at him and said, "Doheta, Bani ka Boheta," that my grandson who's going to be the boat of Gurbani. Boat of Gurbani in the sense they will create Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and also they will write the most shabds, they will pen the most shabds as such, and also accumulate all the Bani from the Bhagats at that time and all the Guru Sahibs before them. It is also said in that Sakhi that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's charan, their toddler feet, they tried to scurry and put their feet onto the palanga, onto the bed where Maharaj was sitting. And at that time, Guru Amar Das Maharaj smiled and said, "Not yet. This gift will come to you through your father." So, in other words, the Gurgadi will come towards you soon as well. So, actually, the bhajan and the blessings were already provided from above by Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj. And sometimes we do think in itihas or history that was it, Prithi Chand being envious and all those kind of things. They were all hukum, they were meant to happen. Prithi Chand was the brother of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, the elder brother. So, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, they passed the Gur Tagadi test and they became the Guru of the Sikhs. At that time, they were told to go to Sri Amritsar Sahib from Goindwal Sahib, and they stayed there. They helped in the seva of Sri Harmandir Sahib. There's so many sakhyan. When you listen to Itihas, there are so many stories of different Gursikhs coming to get advice from Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Maharaj telling them to do seva and then also putting them on the path of Gursikhi. And at that time we know that there were a lot of Gursikhs who basically were already ready to be warriors. They were wearing shastras already, and they were coming into the vicinity of Guru Sahib Ji to visit them. One such story of a Gursikh is of a Gursikh called Bhai Taloka Ji. Bhai Taloka Ji was a Gursikh who used to work in Afghanistan, in Kabul. And he worked as like a bodyguard of a person who was very high, a governor who was in Afghanistan at that time. Bhai Taloka Ji was of a spiritual bent of mind. He wanted kirpa, he wanted blessings. And he came to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj and saw Gursikhi, saw the seva going on, saw the Langar seva, saw the Sri Harmandir Sahib Mehma, and he wanted to ask Maharaj for Gursikhi, for Naam. And Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj blessed him with a rasta or Rabdesh, and they also gave him or told him that he should be aware of certain things. He told him how to recite Naam and what they should recite, and they also told him that when he goes back to Afghanistan that he should bear something in mind from this point onwards. And that hadayat, or that kind of principle that he was told to abide by, was that always look to do mercy or daya on individuals or daya on anyone. So bachan kamauna siga, this is the kid about Sat and Asat Preet Prateet. Prateet means trust, and then having a trust which is totally fermented in your Guru and totally just partial. Sat Prateet is, which is basically translate as true faith. Even if you don't jap naam, and even if something goes wrong, or even if Guru Sahib Ji asks to do something, they don't break from that thought. They think, okay, it's fine. Whatever Maharaj has said it's done it, and we're going to follow it regardless. And then you have a Sat Prateet, which is more like, I'll give an example, like when you look at sand, you say it's sugar. Or when you're thirsty and you look at a mirage and you try to get away your thirst from the mirage, i.e. it's not real. Or if you look at a rope and you think it's a snake, or you say it's a snake. A Sat Prateet kehande a. Some people, and we have to look at ourselves here, some people have that relationship with the Guru where the trust or the faith isn't 110%. It's just partial. But by Talokaji, this Sakhi teaches us about true Prateet, true Sat Prateet. And the reason why I'm sharing it is so that it explains the Bir Ras type Gursikhs who were Shastatari, who were coming into the faith at that time as well, because now the warrior spirit is going to stood up from Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. The warrior spirit was latent. It was never disappeared, it was always there. Jauto Prem Khilan Ka Chao Sir Tar Tali Gali Meri Aao is Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's words. And they stood up against people, they stood up against repression and oppression. There's plenty of Sakhis like that. So the warrior spirit was always there but latent. But when it was going to come Pargat, it was going to come of age with Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj's Shaheedi. So what happened? The Lokaji is an example, a Sikh, a Gursikh. At the end of the day, Sikhi is going to be followed by Gursikhs, right? Bhai Lokaji came from Afghanistan all the way. He must have had some faith to travel all that way to see Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's Panjama Sarup. Maybe his families were followers of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. And then what happened? Maharaj told him to practice daya, be merciful on all beings. So he went back and he used to wear shastra all the time. Now, the connotation here is that it should be looked at the relevance of the Sakhi, not be implied that we should be changing the way we wear our shastras and so forth. So just reminders of that fact off at the end of the Sakhi as well. But I'm preempting the thoughts. Bhai Lokaji then, what happens, goes to Afghanistan, Kabul, and on the way he's thinking that I'm a bodyguard, but Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's words are more important to me than my job. Prateet. Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's words and instructions are more important than my clothing and my attire. Prateet, faith. So what he did, he wanted to earn the instructions of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Not like it wasn't a one-hit wonder like some of us. Like we might do a bhajan one day, the next day forget it completely. That's our state of mind. But these great Gursikhs are remembered for a reason. Their names are still present for a reason in Itihas, because they command it, they earned it. So Bhai Lokaji, following this bhajans, decided that he ain't going to wear a real sword in his mian, in his scabbard of his shastar. He won't gonna wear a real sword, he will wear a wooden one. And what happened? Obviously he's the bodyguard of one of the main governors. The people there found out, his colleagues found out that he was wearing a wooden kirpan. And before he could change it, or before he could, maybe as an act of envy or jealousy, unhone jaake complaint karti to the emperor or the governor that Bhai Lokaji worked for, and said that Sikh, he is supposed to be a wafadar, because in Afghanistan Sikhs are considered to be very honourable. They keep their word, they follow the Sikhi to the T from Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's time. And what happened? Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj might have done blessings on this Gursikh and the family. Bhai Taloka ji had replaced the metal sword or the iron sword with a wooden one in his scabbard. So the hilt looked like metal at the top, but maybe underneath it was wooden. And his colleagues complained because they obviously didn't want him to succeed at work or however it was. Anyone who is of a minority, then people try to look down upon him and don't want the minority to come forth, as people are experiencing in the situation in the UK at the moment with the government there and the Guru Kars. Try to suppress the true identity of Sikhi. But ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ ਕਿ Guru Bhai Taloka ji then is standing in a parade. So the governor calls a parade. He's got his wooden kirpan on, and at that time he focuses, he's got Sachi Prateet, true faith in Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Look, he's hundreds and thousands of miles away. Distance is an object for a person of faith. And Bhai Taloka ji does an ardas focusing on Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's charan. So he closes his eyes, thinks of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj's charan, the feet, and he does an ardas. Maharaj, I am only following your bhajan, your instruction. Can you please help me in the situation? The governor's walking up to him, he's done the ardas, he's opened his eyes, and as he's opened his eyes, he's taken his sword out for inspection. And he's got his eyes closed, just totally focused on Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Maybe he's reciting the Shabad that Maharaj had told him to do as well. And at that time, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj blessed this Gursikh. And what happens is, the governor, he claims that he's never seen such a shinier sword. And when Bhai Taloka ji opens his eyes and looks, the sword isn't a wooden one anymore. It's actually an iron, really glistening blade, beautifully kept. And he's shocked as well. कि Guru Sahib ne mere te kirpa kiti, mehr kiti. So Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, and the role of the Guru is that they will always protect the honor and faith of the Gursikhs who have faith in him. Not the false faith. Not the false faith where we do not have no trust in our Guru really. Outward faith. The true faith which says that no matter what, Guru will always be there. Even if Bhai Taloka, let's just say, even Bhai Taloka ji didn't have the faith, but he does an ardas, right? He does the ardas, he is following a bhajan, he went hundreds and thousands of miles away to see Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, so he must have some sort of kirpa, some sort of blessings, right? So this is what, like, these are the kind of Gursikhs that are appearing in the Sangat over time. So the warrior spirit was already materializing in the Sangat of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. And Maharaj would preserve the prateet, the faith of Gursikhs. Next question probably somebody might be thinking is, so if I haven't got that total faith in my Guru, does that make me a less of a Sikh? No, it doesn't make you a lesser Sikh. It simply is an extra bit of gyan for us to understand that actually there have been Sikhs of Siddiq. There are Sikhs who, if 100,000 people on the side will say you are wrong for doing this, and Guru Sahibs by themselves on one side saying no, you do what I'm saying, forget what other people are thinking, then they just do what Guru Sahib tells them to do, and that's it. They have that faith. Same situation was when Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj asked for 5 heads. Wo bhi Sat Prateet si, the true faith, true Prateet. We can always do ardas ke Maharaj ji, can you bless me with that true faith? Bless me with that Sikhi Siddiq. So the warrior spirit is present in Sangat, and now I'm going to move on to the reasons of why, what was going on, what other reasons were there for Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj Shaheedi. You can say there's 3 groups of individuals here, 3 different groups of individuals who are responsible, who have their own kind of issues with Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, and they wanted to see the Guruship not in Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj's hands. But what can they do? Like Maharaj is somebody who received Gyan from Janam, Brahm Gyan from Janam, from birth they had it, from day one. Gurabani na Pattan this way tells us that Janam to hi from Rab nu Parmeshwar nu unna ne paya hoya si. They already had that knowledge. So they were Rab themselves from day one. But some people, when there's Sat, the extraordinary thing is where there's Sat, there's always going to be a Sat. And a Sat grows from Sat. So truth and untruth still contains the words truth, right? So when we spell untruth, the words truth still are existing there. So nindaks, slanderers, negative energy, people with their own vested interests, these people will always go against truth. It's the story of time from day one. Where there's light, there's darkness. So what happened was one group of people who had a vested interest in themselves was Prithi Chand, the brother of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. We know that Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj had received the Gurgadi because of their seva, because their Brahmgyan from day one, because of their ability to be spiritual and always follow the bhajans of their father and please the Sangha through seva. Prithi Chand Ji, on the other hand, he was the elder brother of Guru Arjan Dev, so he was within the family. And he, in Itihas, says that he was going around saying that he'd built Harmandir Sahib. He was actually going around saying to people, Asi Harmandir Sahib banaya si. He was saying that he was the one who can recite Bani. And he showed so much jealousy, and his wife Karmo, they had a son called Meherban. They were convinced that their son was going to become the next Guru and take on all the kind of like kirpa and the blessings, the maya and everything of the Guru Kar as a result. He was convinced of that. So when Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj had sent Mata Ganga Ji to Baba Buddha Ji to get the blessing of Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, then it all fell flat on his face, Prithi Chand. The fact that a son had been born to Guru and that had been blessed by Guru Arjan Dev Sahib, Brahmgyani themselves, Baba Buddha Ji. So Prithi Chand Ji numerous occasions tried to poison and even murder, assassinate Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. Our Itihas tells us, tried to poison food, pay people and all sorts. When all those initiatives failed, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj left Sri Harmandir Sahib and went with the family to Shehata Sahib, which is called Guru Ki Vidali. Maharaj stayed there with Sheme Pacha Ji for some time. And at that time, people of the right pratit and faith were present outside of Amritsar Sahib. Like Bhai Gurdas Ji, Baba Buddha Ji would stand outside Amritsar Sahib and said, the Guru isn't here, he's in Vidali. Because Prithi Chand's followers were going around saying Prithi Chand's the Guru, and Mathatakain and all sorts. So, but Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj was at Vidali, and the Gursikhs were present there saying, no, not this way. Guru Sahib is in this direction. People with faith and pratit did those tasks for Guru Sahib Ji. So, where do we get to? Prithi Chand Ji realizes, and the Sangat begin to realize, that he hasn't got no blessings really. And he then goes to the government, he leaves Amritsar Sahib, Maharaj returns back to Amritsar Sahib, Prithi Chand leaves, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, the Sangat begin to grow again. Kirpa is developing again. More and more Sangat coming to do bhajans with Maharaj. Some Shastatari Gursikhs as well, like we mentioned before, Paitaloka Ji, Adik and others as well. And then what happens is, you have Prithi Chandji go to the government. So he goes to Chandu in Lahore, who is the governor of Jahangir, the Emperor of India, who is based in Delhi. And he then finds himself attaching to another group of vested interests. Jahangir, the emperor, he was unstable. His father Babur had been told by Guru Nanak Dev Ji in the face that until that time you stay in Dharam as rulers, then your Raj will stay in this world. From the time you start practicing hypocrisy and you start killing people that are of saintly or people who are of truth, then your Raj will start to decimate. Maharaj da bachan, Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj to Babur. Then Babur obviously was after him succeeded by Humayun. After Humayun was Akbar. Akbar was the one who was blessed with victory by Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj of the fort of Chittor, and he gave a gift of land which included Sri Harmandir Sahib in it. The land that was gifted by Akbar to Guru Amar Das Sahib Ji Maharaj. Everything belongs to Maharaj anyway. It's just a karan hunde ne of the vastu arriving or the gift arriving in some way, shape or form. People who've done Sangat of Satpurish or Guru Sahib for a long time know these things or can explain that sometimes the gift comes indirectly, it doesn't come directly. Like Baba Buddha Ji blessed Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj, the birth to Mata Ganga Ji. So then what happens is the second group of people are doing their tricks and trades. They're doing their little bit. Jahangir is new on the throne. He wants to impress the hardline type, extremist type people. So he wants to get rid of any of those individuals who are seemingly against him. He follows the words of the Qazis and the religious people of Delhi at that time who were pro-Mughal Raj. Some of the Brahmins who were pro-Mughal Raj, like Chandu, he will follow their devices. Actually, his book, his own autobiography called Tuzki Jahangiri. His father wrote Tuzki Babari. He wrote Tuzki Jahangiri. His grandfather Babur wrote one. They all used to write the autobiographies. And in that autobiography, Jahangir states that for a long time, this false shop of Sikhi was attracting many followers, and he wanted to close the shop down basically. So he received a gift of a excuse in a way, and that was that his own son Khusrau mutinied against him. And when he mutinied, he left Agra, where Khusrau was based and where Jahangir was based at that time, and he came over towards Taran Sahib to cross over to Lahore. He stopped at Sri Taran Sahib. And at that time, they said that they get darshan of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Some historians say Maharaj respected him, welcomed him and stuff. But obviously, anyone who came to see Guruji would have prashada pani, would be given honor, would be given respect. And he received some respect from Guru Sahib Ji and the Sikhs at that time. When Jahangir found this out, Jahangir got to Lahore faster than Khusrau did, and basically got him arrested, his own son. They arrested his son, they made him underground, and they killed off his main generals. They tortured his main generals to death. The torture that they were given, the generals, were of Khusrau, was a technique where they would get the skin of a cattle and they'd sew the person into the skin and leave them out to suffocate in the heat. It was a form of torture that was quite prevalent at that time to prove his hardline approach to Islam as such at that time. So this was one school of thought that was developing, that the Guru is getting powerful and we need to close the shop down, Prithi Chand is coming and saying, I'm the brother of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, he is a false guru, he's not the real guru, give me land, give me a place to stay. And Jahangir blessed him, and Chandu blessed him land at a village called Hera. His samadhi is still there today. And he kept on plotting and planning against Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj from there. The enmity obviously rose to the fact that killing your own brother wasn't an object, it was more his desire. Just because he didn't receive the Guru Tagati. So you've got also the third kind of vested interest now, which is Chandu himself. Chandu, we know, had been approached by a matchmaker, what we call a lagi, who was sent by Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj for Rishta for Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. They stumbled across Chandu's house, and Chandu at that time very egotistically said, how can I even think of getting my daughter, who's like the brick of a large tower, and use that brick to plug a hole in a kind of sewer. And that was referring to the house of Guru Nanak Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. He was not with following the Rishta, but his wife convinced him, and they sent the gifts. At that time, some of the Sikhs who were there, they sent a message to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, that Maharaj, don't accept this Rishta because he's done Vyadbi of the Guru card by slandering him. Dekho, Jiri, at that time, if somebody spoke bad of your Guru, how powerful it was, and what a Sikh would do to kind of stand up for it. They wrote a letter, communicated straight away, कि इस बंदे नाल कोई ताल्लुक नहीं रखना हैगा. Maharaj, don't accept the Rishta. And Maharaj didn't accept the Rishta on the basis of following the Sangat's words, because they said they see the Sangat as Guru Roop. So you have a really, really irate Chandu who's now intent on making Guru Hargobind Ji marry his daughter, but Maharaj has refused the Rishta. You've got Jahangir, the unstable emperor, who was hearing the words of Chandu and being pushed by the Qazis to follow a kind of extreme form of Islam. And then you've got also Prithi Chandji, who's got his own vested interest of taking the Gurta Gadi. And these three things are now spreading and developed further. If we give a title to all three of these individuals, you have the ego and stubbornness of Chandu. You have the instability and unstable, basically the asat form of faith. So the untruth kind of ability or wavering mindset of Jahangir. So the wavering mindset of Jahangir, you've got the ego and stubborn mindset of Chandu, and then you've got the envy and you've got the jealousy of Prithi Chandji. And they're all going against Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, who is actually the person who can deliver them from those things. But they don't see that. Unhan nu samjh nahi hegi is cheez di. So in the house of envy, slander sits as a queen. And uthon fir nindya uthi. Nindya in any way, shape or form of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj and their actions. And in that nindya, it became agreed that maybe we should send someone with Chandu. Obviously, they agreed with Chandu and the governor of Lahore, and Jahangir would have news of this as well, because the person who they sent was Sulhi Khan, who was a general in the army of some of Chandu's and such, and Jahangir would have known about him too. So Sulhi goes and says, I'll bring this man to his knees, I will destroy him, and so forth. Dandi Gallam, full of pride, he goes to Sri Amritsar Sahib. On the way to Sri Amritsar Sahib, the Sikhs find out that ye koi mara kaam karan lag gaya. Some of them come to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj and say, Maharaj, shall we write a letter to Jahangir? Some of them are saying, Maharaj, shall we send some of the Bir Rasi Singhs to sort him out? Look, proof that the Shastratari people, Gur Sikhs, were there at that time. Maharaj, he tiyar ba tiyar Sikh bhejiye to sort him out, Sulli to fight with him. Ki kariye? And Maharaj says, give up everything. I'm going to sit down and just focus on Akal Pur Vaheguru. You do the same. Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj does that. They are very in Maryada, because the discipline of the sword is going to be a blessing of Sheme Pasha Sahib Ji Maharaj. We call them Miri Pi de Malak. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is Shanti di Some, Shaheedan de Sardars, the King of Martyrs, the epitome of peace, an embodiment of peace. They wrote the Sokhani Sahib, which is the embodiment of peace itself. So what happens is Guru Chandu, through Prithi Chand and their agreement, they send Sulhi Khan. Sulhi Khan waits on the way. He goes to visit Prithi Chand, which is his own fatal mistake. Maharaj is with the Gursikhs, Jab kar rahe ne, Parmeshwar nu yaad kar rahe ne, without a worry about what's going to happen. Left it in Guruji's court, Akal Pur Vaheguru's court, and what happens is Sulhi Khan is shown the brick kilns that Prithi Chand had made, and he goes to climb with his horse. He jumps onto the brick kiln. In India, the brick kilns are outside, and he didn't realize that there was no platform on the other side. He went straight into the oven and utte mar gaya. In Itihas it says that not only did he burn, but his shastra came loose and managed to decapitate him as well. Dekho kinni badi and unique seva lagi udi. He was a slanderer, and he was the one who was going to meet his fate. Kinniya munde shabd bole honge about Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj at that time. And then look what happened. And Maharaj talks about in Bani Sulhite Narayan Rak. And Maharaj explains that the Napak, the most impure action, was reserved for Sulhi Khan. Didn't stop there. Chandu then indoctrinates with Chandu Sulubhi Khan, who is like the nephew of Sulhi Khan, and he goes in the same vein, the manner that I want to kill Guru Arjan Dev, arrest him and so forth. And on the way, he's murdered by an ex-soldier of his uncle Sulhi Khan, who was not paid. So look, slanderers meet the end. Unhan jehde nindak ne, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ made their jeevan from doing Nindya. And not only do they make their jeevan from doing Nindya, they die in that Nindya as well. But somebody has to fulfill that role. In Maharaj, they Bani vich hi aunda ya that Nindaks, there's always a place for them. So Prithi Chand then goes to meet Chandu, and on the way he meets his demise. He's telling his Gursikhs that Amritsar ta asi banaya, he's telling his own Sikhs, not Gursikhs, sorry, that asi ta Amritsar banaya, we the Guru, and our family will be the Guru, Meherban will be, and so forth. And then on the way, Raat in Hera, he develops stomach cramps and he doesn't survive, he dies. Chandu didn't realize from this. They get Guruji arrested. Maharaj takes 5 Sikhs with him, Pai Parana ji, Pai Langaha ji, Pai Parana ji, Pai Jetha ji, Pai Pera ji, Pai Bidhi Chand ji. These 5 Sikhs go with Guru Arjan Dev Ji, accompanying Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Maharaj gives instructions to Sheme Pasha ji that you are going to be the Guru of the Sikhs. Stay in the kind of wisdom of Pai Gurdas ji and Baba Buddha ji, the Brahmgyanis, and the Sangat, the Syani Sangata, and we're leaving you with this duty. The Maharaj at that time was roughly, Sheme Pasha ji, about 10, 11 years old. Dekho kinni baddi qurbani Maharaj Sahib ji ne kiti, and how much blessings and kirpa Sheme Pasha ji must have had at that age to receive that kirpa and blessing. Obviously, they've been blessed by Guru Hargobind Sahib ji Maharaj themselves. Guru Arjan Dev Sahib ji Maharaj leaves, and on the way they stop off at Pai Sadhu ji's house. Pai Sadhu ji and his wife, they do seva of Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj with so much love, so affectionately. And then a cousin of Guru Arjan Dev ji Maharaj comes and meets Maharaj. He hears what's happening. He hears that Guru Arjan Dev ji is going towards the Shaheedi, and Pai Arthmal ji, his name is, he comes to meet Maharaj. Maharaj, he says, why are you doing this? Send me to the Shaheedi, I'll go in your place. Pratit, love, faith in your Guru. And he said, Maharaj said, reminded him of the seva of Mata Pani ji. So they must have been related to Mata Pani ji and so forth. Mata Pani ji, they said, used to do seva Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj and placed her hand under the wooden leg of Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj, and all the power and all the weight went on her hand. She received blessings from Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj for doing that seva, and overall her seva, she asked for the Gurta Gadi to remain in her home. And at that time Guru Amar Das Ji Maharaj said that with this Gurta Gadi will come many challenges, and you will have to, and your descendants after you will face these challenges. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji reminded him of that fact by Arthamal Ji, that this is the challenge, this is one of the challenges. By Arthamal Ji falls in Maharaj's charan and says, Maharaj, fir bhi mainu bakhsh deo seva, kirpa kar deo, I'll go in your place. Maharaj says, no, this is something that we have to do in the raza, in the hukam of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. But then he said, if you are wanting to leave with me, then in 40 days time you will give up your life as well. You, swas will leave your body. So tu bhi tiyari kar li apni. We don't hear this in Itihas, that with Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, a Gursikh also left, called by Arthamal Ji, who focused his attention on Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj's charan. And also the daughter-in-law of Chandu, after the torture happened, the daughter-in-law of Chandu, who would come at night feeling really guilty the fact that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is going through so much torture, she gave up her swas the moment Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj got their Shaheedi done as well. And this, Maharaj didn't drink water from her hands there, but the Shabilla are kind of, that we celebrate today on Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj's Shaheedi Divas, are like a synonymous, metaphorical of her seva, ke Gursikha ne udi bhavna haje duniya tak rakhi. So she must have been blessed very spiritually to be able to leave her swas like that as well. Maharaj is showing that they're in control of life and death. That no matter what tortures they're going to go through, they leave and go on their own accord. Who can kill Guru Sahib Ji? No one can. Nawe Pasha Ji, when they were beheaded, the cease disappeared when it struck and went into the arms of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj. Who can kill our Guru? No one can. Guru Tam Parmeshwarya. And actually, even yesterday we were speaking with Mahapurush and discussing this, and Mahapurush said that Guru Arjan, they were talking about Biba Ji's thoughts on this. Biba Nihal Kaur Ji were Brahmgyani Mahapurush themselves, and they said that Maharaj, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj had said that ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਲਾਵਾਂਗੇ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਆਪਣਾ ਜ਼ੋਰ ਲਾਈ ਜਾਣ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵੀ ਹੋਊਗਾ, like they, in terms of heating the tavi or putting hot sand in their head and stuff like that, and in the end they will akka themselves, they will give up themselves, that ki ho reha, like how much. And that's actually recorded in history. They got so shocked thinking they had tied up the 5 Gursikhs in one cell. They were battering the Gursikhs as well by Baba Buddha, by Langaha Ji, Bidhi Chand Ji. They were all under hukum. By Bidhi Chand Ji is one of the great Sikh warriors of Sheme Pasha Ji. Yet he's in a cell listening to the hukum of Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. They had that power as well. They had Brahm Gyan as well. But they lived in the will because they trust their Guru. And what happens? When Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj goes, Jahangir is asking questions about Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. They say either become Musliman or include the praise of Prophet Muhammad in the Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, or Chandu accept his daughter's rista. Those 3 things, any of those 3 things. Maharaj refused all 3 of them. Said, look, Akal Li Bani is from Akal Purkh Vaheguru. It comes from Vaheguru. We've inserted with instruction what we have told to instruct. Akal Purkh Vaheguru Nirgun Swarup is present in Sargun Swarup and Gurshab Swarup. Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj said, and we don't need to increase it or decrease it anyway. It's perfect as it is. And some Itihaskar say they opened Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj to read it, and they kept coming up with Panktiyan or Hukumname, which were in the language of the Mughals, Persian, and talking about Avalallah Noor Paya Kudrat Ke Sab Bande Adik. So the message was being given to them. So Maharaj refused all those things and said, I'm actually for the 4th option, which is I'm ready to ready for whatever you have in plan. Jahangir at that time said left, and the Chandu took Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj to his home. And when they went to his home, they say 5 days of torture ensued. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj was not given any water, food, or anything for 5 days. Neither were the Gursikhs. The first day, Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj was made to stand in hot sand all day long. It's nearly 40 degrees centigrade in India and Punjab at the moment during the daytime, and it's unbearable to stand there outside for that period of time. And in this time period, in Jeth Mahina, to take that much garmi and the sweat and the discomfort as such that armed Gursikhs would maybe experience, is Maharaj was out of their sareer anyway, in terms of they had full control of it. They are Rab themselves, who can kill them? But they let the body follow its maryada. So their body did start to get scalded, the skin began to burn, pus developed from their skin. The first day's torture had increased Guru Sahib Ji's body size because it swelled up. And the second day of torture, at night Chandu would swear and use obscenities against Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. After he would disappear, his daughter-in-law would come for darshan, or Sai Miya Mir Ji, a great saint, or other sadhus spiritually would come to visit Maharaj Ji and say, give us orders to uproot this tyranny. Maharaj would say, no, it's in the Hukum of Akal. This is all happening in the Hukum of Akal. Because Maharaj said, if I want to, I can just disappear from here. But Maharaj said, no, we're going to go through this. And then the second day, they brought a massive dega out, like a cauldron, and put water in there, boiled up the water, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj was made to sit in the water. Maharaj sat there and Shantinal, not a single flinch on their sareer. Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj. Look at how much, just is indescribable what the Gursikhs must have been feeling and what they must have been witnessing. And it's indescribable thinking what Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj was thinking of when they sat in the cauldron. What blessings they must have been giving to the Sangata in the future, what footprints they were leaving for Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. And Maharaj was telling them as well, telling Chandu that, koi na, tera bhi time aaga bhai, tu galan kaddi ya jo karna hai, par yo the lowest of the low. But in terms of the torture, they took it with peace and poise. So boiled alive, when they came out the cauldron, Satguru Maharaj's sareer had boils on their body like shalle, and Itihas says that obviously some of them would split as well, and then it would have caused Gursikhs great distress in seeing that and experiencing that. The third day, again in hot sand poured onto the body so that the bubbles and the shalle would split open. And then the fourth day, the fourth night, the idea to get the tatti tavi ready and the hot sand poured in Maharaj's cease in that way. So these tortures Maharaj Sahib Ji endured, and then the last torture that Chandu had planned, according to Bhai Santosh Singh Ji, was the same torture that had given to Khusrau, and that was to get cattle skin and thread Maharaj's body into it and leave Maharaj outside in the hot weather to suffocate. As the skin shrunk, it would suffocate Maharaj. At that time, Maharaj knew that these guys had had enough. There was no way that they even had the power to do that. They may have thought it, but they were so akeo hoye with the fact that there was no response from Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj, and they hadn't broken Maharaj's resolve in any way, shape or form. Maharaj gave agya. They said that when the Gursikhs, when the cage was opened, they came running to Maharaj Ji to kind of look at them and kind of like help them, even though they hadn't eaten for 4 or 5 days. They were in so much distress themselves. And then physical distress, but spiritually they must have been soaring. And then what happened? They go to the river Ravi, and Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj does Ishnan and then tells the Sikhs, this is my time. For some time Bhai Santosh Singh Ji says they gave direction that we're going to do Ishnan, and then we're going to recite Japji Sahib the part, And then Rababi Singh came and did Kirtan beside Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj's body. He happened to be walking on the shore side, and they recited Kirtan. And during the Kirtan, Maharaj Sahib Ji went back to Sachkhand, and he had given instructions to the Panch Gursikhs that you tell Guru Hargobind Ji everything, that they must stand up with the Veer spirit now. The Khalsa Jada Paragat Hona hai to uproot the Mughal rule. That process has begun, and you must now tell Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj that they will take, and you will take part in avenging this as well. So, because they obviously felt that they could have done something, then they were told to, in the direction of the Ravi, which way the Ravi was going, that the head will go into the river and the Jal Prabha would happen in that direction. So they did Jal Prabha of Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj in this way. So just to summarize, and at that time we know that Chandu's daughter-in-law then breathed her last. By Arthmal Ji also left their sareer. So Gursikh also leaves. A person who had Pavana and was born in the wrong household as such, but wanted to kama her Sikhi, she was also released, and Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj went with Kirpa. And Bhai Santosh Singh describes it so amazing. They said that as soon as Maharaj went Sachkhand, like all the Devi Devte and all the people from different realms, whichever agya they had, whichever permission they had, like they had permission to go up to this realm, they awaited Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj throwing flowers and pushpan Maharaj, and the Devte and the angelic beings are showering the flowers on Maharaj and saying Tanya Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and then they accompany Maharaj to each spiritual realm until Maharaj goes to Sachkhand, and like they do that with great bhavana of such a great Guru, our true King, Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. We'll finish off the live with some praise of Tan Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. Please do join in. Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, the King of Shaheeds, King of Martyrs, who stood up the Veera spirit in Gursikhi and provided for eternity the footprints for Gursikhs to be totally Qurban and sacrifice their all for their Guru in the future and for echelons of times and eras to come. Tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, tan hai, Guru Arjan Dev Ji tan hai. Pulna Chukan di Khema Bakshni Ji, thank you for staying. Apologies that Charanveer Singh wasn't on live today. He was unwell for a reason. So we ask for forgiveness for taking his time slot from the Sangat. Pulna Chokandi Khema Bakshni Ji, let us all do ardas to Guru Arjan Dev Sahib Ji Maharaj that they bless us with true faith in their charan and true Sikhi Siddiq. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.